Hello, YouTubers. Again, we're going to have another conversation about something out there. And it is Batman v Superman. This is more of a reaction to the reaction of Batman v Superman. And it isn't looking so hot for DCU. Everybody that I've seen so far and I've watched on YouTube kind of said it's a mixed bag. There's some good things in it and there's some bad things in it. Said pacing is a little off. Says Batman says Ben Affleck does a great job as Batman. In fact, most people I've heard so far said that's the best part of the movie. I figured he'd be pretty good. They said he's extremely violent though, and he's extremely violent and he's very, very rugged, which is what you want in a grizzled old Batman anyway. The bigger problem with the Batman versus Superman thing is the DC cinematic universe is trying their damnedest to play catch up to Marvel. That's a big task at this point. What I've heard it's okay. It's an okay launch of the DCU, and people are interested in some of the other people in it, like Wonder Woman. They said that's going to be pretty decent, but it's kind of a mixed bag on that too. Said because of her acting, said there's certain scenes where she does really good, and then there's certain scenes to where she sounds like a robot just spitting out lines. Said the same thing with Henry Cavill as Superman. Said there's lines where it just sounds like he's just spitting out robotic lines. I really, 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 really wanted Batman vs. Superman to be spectacular and to really launch a great universe. However, they're playing catch up. Marvel's already got their universe going, and instead of them establishing individual movies before building up to Dawn of Justice, they decided to just throw it all in the hat right now. Oh, we gotta catch up. Throw everything at the wall. Whatever sticks, we'll figure it out later. That's what they've done, and that's kind of a bad thing. And I kind of hate that they just didn't take time to craft out an overall story arc that everybody could fall into and really enjoy all the little parts that go into the big parts. It's like all these other companies are trying to launch their cinematic universes. It's okay to have a cinematic universe if you have an overall arc, an overall story that you're trying to get out there. Not just, hey, they made $1 billion. Can we do that too? Can we just throw it out there? Don't get me wrong. Batman v Superman's going to make some big money. They're going to be very satisfied with the outcome of the money. However, I've got reservations in actually watching it now because of the reviews of what I've heard so far. It's like, some people say it's good, some people say it's not that good. In fact, one of the normal guys I watch on YouTube, his rating scale, it's Jeremy Johns, and I love watching all his reviews and stuff. And he said it's a great time if you're drunk. That's not a good thing. That's not a very good sign for a movie that's supposed to be, the DC universe is going to be huge. Not really. Maybe not. They might have shot themselves in the damn foot. Look, let me tell you all the DC, if Image starts a whole new universe movie-wise, let me tell you something. Base your movies on the actual comic books. If it's colorful and bright, make the movie colorful and bright. Batman works as a dark character. Superman does not. Unfortunately, what they done was they took the Christopher Nolan Batmans, because they were dark and gritty, and they decided to apply it to every DC movie that's coming out. Not a good concept, not a good idea. The problem of all that is, the entire problem of the whole fucking thing is, it works for Batman doesn't mean it works for every other superhero. Batman is a dark character. His story is dark. Everybody else, not so much, especially in the DC universe. There are dark characters. You got Constantine, you've got Swamp Thing, you got those other great characters, but not for Superman and Batman. big thing of it is, the big takeaway is I'm going to go watch it. I'll probably go watch it next week, something like that. But I'm not too overly thrilled about watching it because it sounds like to me it's going to be one of those super dark, try to be super realistic when it can't. And I don't know. I just have issues with it. I wish DC would take time to craft a better story and a better arc instead of just, oh my God, we gotta have all this crazy stuff right now. Stop it. Just stop doing that. Make a good movie. Quit trying to cash grab everything and make a good movie. If the movie is good, people will watch it and people will give you their money freely.